All right, yo, it's Ready, Set, Radio, where hip hop lives. You know who it is. It's Ramses' job. Sitting here with the man of the hour, Mr. Chali 2na, the verbal Herman Munster. Yeah, man, and he's right in my own backyard, so you know I had to take some time out of the day to come visit with him, man, backstage, man. I appreciate you.
Oh, shit, I appreciate it.
It's always love, man, and you know we've done this a couple of times now, but you know it never gets old. It's always good to spend time with family and you know to catch up or whatever. But so now you got some new stuff going on. You know, ever since you know J5 is kind of it's something that you've done, and now you're doing your own thing, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm really proud of you, actually.
Thank you, man.
We just added a song not too long ago with you and I want to say J-Live to our playlist.
Yeah,
is that, what's it called?
It's called Across the Map.
Across the Map. That's right. That's right. So we've been spinning that.
Nice.
And that's actually part of the reason why you're in town, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that comes off of
Fish Market Part 2 is the mixtape.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, it's like a snack between meals, man. I wanted to open up the lane to have music constantly flow, you know, whether it be through a label or through just my own means of putting it out. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
Fish Market was born before Fish Out of Water came out. I was trying to just get people ready for the fact that I was going to do a solo project, but I didn't want people to take my mixtapes for my solo album. So I was like trying to just separate it by the first part of the installment being collaborations that I did outside of J5 that I wanted people to hear, but I didn't want them to have to necessarily go dig for them. So I wanted to put them all in one place. Okay. And the continuation, Fish Market Part 2, is basically like a lot of exclusive stuff that I did that people couldn't find nowhere else.
So it is true to form a part 2. It's a continuation of the original idea.
Definitely. Mad collaborations and just a free form. No real structured format where it was like, singles and thought like that. It was just more so just songs for fans who like my stuff. Exactly.
And you got a lot of those, believe me. All right, so Fish Market Part 2. Now I listened to some of it, and I noticed that it feels like a true mixtape. So I want to say that there's that much structure to it, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, in the sense that I was just like, trying to make that the line that was drawn, so that people can see that. Yeah, like you said, it feels like a mixtape when you listen to it. So that was what I was going for.
You can write. Okay, well, mission accomplished, man. I like that. Now the tour. Now I've seen you in show a number of times. I've seen you freestyle. I've seen you do all kinds of stuff. You've been to this city a bunch of times, and I got a chance to see you out there doing your sound check, and I noticed you got a live band with you. What's that all about?
Well, as a solo artist, man, I always wanted to do something slightly different from what people knew me from. People knew me from Ozone Motley being in a band situation where it was like not necessarily hip hop being the total focus.
Right.
And you had Jurassic 5, which was like totally hip hop. DJs, MCs, show put on type of thing. With my solo stuff, I wanted it to be just as dynamic as the two, but not like either kind of. You know what I mean? So I thought that having a 3-piece band kind of be like a cover band, like they cover it myself. But just trying to get the sound like really to where it feels like you're listening to the tune, but still you get a lot of experience. I think I learned that the dynamics have to cross.
Exactly.
So like, all right, live it got to be bigger than what you would hear on the record, but still familiar.
Well, yeah, I saw a little bit of your performance, and it's really that. It's a performance out there. So, for all you guys out there that are coming to check out a Chali 2na show, because I seen your tour dates, man. You're in for a big surprise. It's more than just your typical hip hop show, man. This man is really putting on a full performance out there. But speaking of your tour, man, I saw some tour dates, man. You're like all over the place. You're going to Brazil, and you're like, wow, man, this must be huge. I mean, I know that you've been all over the place before, but like by yourself, you know what I mean?
It feels good just to be able to be a working musician, man.
Yeah.
Being like the music business, quote unquote, declining, so to speak.
Yeah.
It feels good to just be at work, man, and just keep the music flowing. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to go to Brazil with my own solo stuff is a major personal accomplishment.
Well, are you going? I noticed that over the years when I would listen to just like different things, I noticed that you have a very like I'd say reggae influenced type of style, and you work with a lot of reggae artists. Are you going to places where that type of music is appreciated, and did you pick that by design, or that
your fans are? A little bit of family orientation, a little bit of just love for the music and for the message. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the hip hop that I fell in love with was definitely message oriented. Okay. And I feel like reggae has that same vibe. Reggae is basically part of the birth of hip hop music as it is. So it's like it's got its own little subliminal connections with me. You know what I mean? And I always try to pay homage, whether I'm just saying it up front or whether I'm doing it in the background. So that's what
well, yeah, I know. I actually went through this because I wasn't too aware, when hip hop was first, starting, but through Raka, and I know that he's really influenced by a lot of reggae. I've come to appreciate, its essence and come to, find its essence in a lot of the music that we enjoy today. So, I'm always, willing to, acknowledge when someone else is able to pick up on that as well. So,
yeah, man.
Okay. So real quick, while I got you here, I noticed that you're doing this show at the Clubhouse here in Tempe, and this place has hosted a lot of different types of shows, and you'll see tonight that there's like going to be like graffiti artists, people like out doing live art and things like that, and that's something that you're into.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
Sir.
I've actually seen some of your work. Yeah, man. And you're pretty talented. How's that going for you?
It's going cool, man. It is something that got me into hip hop. So because of that, I'm grateful. Two is an expression that just takes me away from the music, but still gives me the freedom to express myself in the same fashion. Okay. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. It's just a part of me. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's what it is, man. I'm not gonna take up too much of your time, man. But is there anything else that you got going on that the people should know about, or?
Yeah, man. I'm tentatively working on the album with Roots Maneuver in the UK. Big up to Roots Maneuver. We're gonna try to I want to call it Tuna Maneuver, but working with Galactic, the band from New Orleans. Working on a new album, tentatively called Against the Current. Chali2na.com.
Okay.
Hit me up on Twitter at Chali 2na.
Chali, and that's the number 2 NA. Okay. And then and then you can catch me on Ready Set Radio, where hip hop lives.
Word up.
All right, peace. Thanks, brother.
Respect, no problem. No problem.